I've played it, and that doesn't look like any character I've ever seen in Far Cry Primal. I think that might be a skinwalker, dude. They're terrifying. Um, they are basically Native American evil spirits. Um, very dangerous, very deadly. I started a broadcast, so join it so you can see, because that'll probably help you more. Why do they have a man that looks this feminine? That's what I have to ask. When you look so feminine that like that's freaking crazy, man. And then you got this guy who just looks like he's a rock star. And then, you know, frickin' Mr. Shimada over here with can't see anything. What is saying it's in progress? What? Oh, I know why. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I know why. Okay, I'll create a quick character. Screw it. I am too. What do you mean live to see it? Yeah. I just named him the Yeet. I literally named him the Yeet, because why not? But the um con kind of we're we're not on no we're not very on very good terms due to the fact that he just keeps calling me a pedophile. Yeah, so he'll because he likes joking about Catholicism, and I don't mind it, but like there are people that he's talked to and basically told them as a joke like I'm a pedophile, and they will not talk to me. Like the thing is, it's one thing if it's kind of within a group of friends, but when it gets to a point of like, you know, oh, you know, I'm gonna tell other people this because I think it's funny, you know, then it gets to a point of like, okay, that ruins my image and my witness, you know, because I'm trying to teach people about God here, you know. Like I look at this as a way to reach people, and no, it is not true. Thank God it's not true. I'd kill myself before. Okay, are you able to see the broadcast? All right. If you have to, open your phone. It's Sasquatch Gaming. That's my. Yeah. It shows a picture of like Mario and Luigi when one of them's just drunk. When I think about it, well, I'm a bit of a crazy person, so I'm kind of into conspiracy theories. Oh boy. So I think China actually created it in the sense, Yeah, because like so many things happened where it was like it's just too convenient of where it showed up, you know? And the thing is, I don't put it past China to do that because they've done it before. They've killed their own people before without batting an eye. Like, well, whatever, and just casualty of war, you know, they knew the consequences, and then they deny it, you know, and then they deny everything, you know, and everyone's saying like, oh well, Trump is in on it too, and I'm like, there's no way Trump is in on this, because like, why? And if we do find out that China did this, you know, I bet they're gonna have hell to pay, because one country, if that one country finds out that, you know, we kept it a secret, which I don't think we will. If it knowing Trump, I know he wouldn't. A lot of people call him stupid, but I think so many people are like, well, he went bankrupt so many times. I'm like, how many times did he pull himself out of that bankruptcy? You know what I mean? Every time he went bankrupt, he got out of it. Yeah, like the mountains are like, I'm on an Elder Dragon right now, and so it just looks highly detailed. It's very highly detailed. You know, maybe the graphics aren't like the best. Yeah. You just look up Sasquatch Gaming Monster MHW. I think I might have spelled gaming wrong. Ow. Nope, it's Sasquatch. Yeah, because YouTube doesn't like me. YouTube just does not like me. So I'm using the chainmail armor, because the defender armor is just one of those armors that's way too overpowered. It's basically meant to blast you through base game and get you into, you know, Iceborne, which is not a good idea. It's always fun, but it just gives you that option. No. DayZ, we said. Oh, last post. I've seen it. Not really. I've played a little bit of it. It's not exactly my cup of tea. Especially with The Last of Us 2, I heard a lot of it has gotten very social justice warrior-y. Yeah, I was told like it's gotten a lot more like, you know, like I don't care if you're lesbian, but when you start like pointing it out, like they point it out in there. From what I heard, it's like, you know, like they're always kissing, and it's like, okay, so you're having two women kiss all the time. Uh, it's like so you're gonna put your agenda over my gameplay. No, thank you. I'm not. Yeah. And I mean, like, if you have it, you have it, but you don't, you shouldn't be like, oh, well, they're gay and all that. And it's like, okay, one little interaction is fine. They don't need to be constantly, making out, you know? Yeah. hmm Well, not just graphics, but they focus on, like, the agenda that's being pushed. Because they're so afraid of people negative. I'm telling you, like, if you gave me a game with, maybe not some very good graphics, but still, like Ninja Gaiden, that has a story to it, and it's a good story. It's compelling. There are other games though, like Contra, stuff like that. Like basic beat 'em up games. Those are fun too. When you want to relax and just, like decide to beat up on Blanca in Street Fighter, you know, it's just, you know, and so many people nowadays, it's like, well, it has to be so, and everything's sexual. I hate it. I hate that too. Like, I can't play Street Fighter. I don't play Street Fighter anymore because of this. But I can't play Street Fighter because, I have these women who have, like, freaking G-sized breasts. A, B, C, D, double D, E, F, G, and then I. And I is, like, one of those, like, freaking... Like, you could feed an entire army off of those. And I'm not saying, like, like, it's ridiculous. But, like, you got these women who, like, it's just all you focus on is, like, okay, how round and voluptuous are they, Like, how's their figure, and you just look at that instead of the game. And that's why a lot of people pick female characters, because that's what I like about Dragon Ball Xenoverse is they didn't pick, like these really, they don't have, I think Android 18 is really the only, or not 18, well 18 and 21 are probably the two characters in there that are sexy, one would call it. But other than that, they're not like overly sexualized. They're not overly anything. It's just like, they look good, but they don't look so good that it's going to distract you during the fight. They don't look so good that, like, you're going to be caught staring at them for a long time. And so many games are focusing on, like, okay, well, we need to start turning this into, like, porn now. And it's like, if I wanted to watch porn, I'd go on Pornhub. Because, like, they're giving out free premium now. And it's like, screw that, dude. If I want to watch porn, I can go on any porn site. Okay, I don't need to see it on my $60 video game that I paid for, For men, mentally, yes, it is very bad. I used to do it. Yeah. It gets to a point to where it actually damages your brain. And so, like, dopamine and triggering receptors for dopamine and the reward center of your brain just kind of, yeah, gets turned to a level when you watch porn of like 11, and if that happens too much, you know, it turns into this thing where, because what it ends up happening is it becomes an addiction. And I know this firsthand. That's why I actually have an app called Covenant Eyes, and what it does is if I'm watching porn, or if I'm seeing anything pornographic, you know, it'll basically say to like my pastor and youth pastor, like, hey, listen, he's, you know, and I chose to do that. You know, they didn't force me to do it, but I chose to do that because like I was so sick of it. You know, like you just sit there and then you'd feel guilty about it. Like it's like you know, that's another thing too, is if you don't do it, you have a conscience about it. Because like the first time I ever did it, it was like, you know, really, like I almost puked. Yeah, it was bad. Like I have, when when I have a conscience about things, it's, you know, like it kind of makes me set in my ways, unless if I want to break it. And the thing with porn was, it was so alluring at first. It's like, oh, nothing bad's gonna happen. You know, it's just something nice to do, and you know, it helps relieve stress. But at the same time, it damages your brain so much that you can't stay in a committed relationship. You know. Yep. Yep. Another one is erectile dysfunction, which I already have a little bit of. I still don't need a blue pill, but it takes a lot. Not a lot, but dude, that is easier said than done. Are you watching the broadcast? Okay. Yeah, because like they have. It's a fun game. If you have to, just, you know, look up the IGN review. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes so when they're in like dialogue like this, that's kind of on the side, you'll hear, but like you got to read most of it, which actually helps you because you know you actually have to formulate a sentence. You know, you got to read it and be like, oh, hey, you know, and they're not like really long, so they're not like, oh wow, you know, I'm getting bored from reading this. No, it's like, okay, go here, do this. You know. Yeah. You would have only needed like 4 O's for that one. This is worth your money. But it's definitely a very fun game. Right now I don't have any weapons, but so like you're gonna choose what weapon I get to use. And I'm proficient with most of the weapons. Not all. Willow, what did you get your hands on? Oh, that puppy's gonna be the end of me. You know, the cat on the barrel, way up there, if you didn't notice. I've just seen this cutscene so many times. It's like you just notice little things. And it's like, well. I heard it was good. Bit too violent for me, though. One second, I gotta. Wow.
Now, down to the latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros. A huge monster with a
Yes, I have. Is it like? Is it? From what I've seen, it looks really interesting. I got a game called Extinction. Don't get it. It's like for $5, and even for $5, I'm like, it's a fun game, but it's like it's not really worth it. You know, because it's fun, but like the Ravenni, these giant monsters, they just get old after a while. Ow, 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 that's my neck. Okay. Yeah, I did. I don't know what it's about. I saw it on the PlayStation Store, but I don't know like what you do. No. Like, is it like a VR game? Oh. Alright. So we're gonna go to the training area, and you're gonna find what weapon you want to use. Nope. Nope. We're just looking right now at the swords. Or in the weapon. Yeah, not just swords, but alright, you looking? Gonna go look at the Avengers game or the Monster Hunter? Well, there are 14 weapons. You have the Buster Sword, the Iron Katana, Hunter's Knife. So basically, Great Sword, Long Sword, Sword and Shield, Dual Swords, iron hammer, so the hammer, hunting horn, iron lance, so the lance, the gun lance, the proto axe, the proto commission axe, so the switch axe, iron blade, which is the insect glaive, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, bow, and then you have the Kinsex for the the insect glaive. What is the most damaging weapon in this game? It is 350 or 3-1. No, is it 235? Right now where I live. Holy crap. Yeah, I work at Domino's, so that's really fun. You know, originally Domino's used to be called Dominick's. Yep. Fun fact for you. Also, if you ever order from Domino's, they have a special for. Yep. Domino's is a nationwide thing, though. Yeah. So, yeah, it's very good from where we live because we don't have very many people. Even Politos. I mean, like, yeah, I like Politos. Politos has some good pizzas, you know. But, like, you know, I prefer Domino's because, well, one, you gotta pay like 3-4 slices, like, or for like one slice, you gotta pay $3 to $4, and it's like, you gotta be kidding me, or like $2, something like that, and you're just sitting there like, you gotta be kidding me. So you're telling me I'm gonna sit here and pay you $3 here for like 2 slices of pizza, or like $4 for 2 slices of pizza? You know, that's not fair. I don't care how big they are, you know? Like, dude, like, you can pay $10 for like a full large pizza at Domino's, and you know, you still got food for like the next couple of days. That's the thing. So if you're living on like a budget, you know, I'd rather go with Domino's because we have sandwiches too, which are nice. So you wouldn't be eating the same thing every single day. You know, we have a ton of toppings, we have a ton of sauces. Some of our areas sell anchovies too. We don't, but uh, anchovies